feel the tension in the air as we are ready to go. It is AMSOIL Pro final action here from Deadwood at the U.S. Air Force Snowcross National. We're about to go under starter's orders. It's time to let the big dogs loose in the yard. Here we go with the AMSOIL Pro Final here at the U.S. Air Force Snowcross National. Elias Ischel on the inside trying to get that stud boy hole shot 4 wide through there, and it looks like trouble for Logan Christian off the start. Meanwhile, Ischel has the lead as they head over the Arctic Cat rhythm section. Kyle Pauline trying to hang on to second as they head down toward the Ram Trucks turn.
Fantastic stud boy hole shot for current pro points leader Elias Ischel out front, but man, we are still bar to bar there. A little bit of contact made between Aki Pelaya and Cody Cam. Cody Cam able to come away with a bit of an advantage out there as our race leaders, Elias Ischel and Kyle Pauline, make their way through the Polaris corner, followed by Cody Cam.
So Cody Cam standing up there in a bar-to-bar battle with Aki Pelaya, and now Kyle Pauline feeling racing, going outside here, trying to pull a power move on the Viking Rocket, who bogs down a little bit. Pauline runs into the back end of him and switches lanes.
Now we see a challenge for the race lead. Kyle Pauline putting the pressure on Elias Ischel. He's able to go into the Polaris corner in that P1 position ahead of your points leader. Kyle Pauline pulling away just a little bit here as he heads towards the AMSOIL finish line. We have a pile-up number of riders involved. Looks like Adam Renheim, a couple of the Shearing Speed Sports sleds as well.
And they will power down to the inside. Renheim pulling away step for step with your race leader as Kyle Pauline takes it back down here through the FXR rhythm section down into the Polaris turn. Elias Ischel fighting his way through the traffic, and that's allowing Cody Cam to catch up to him. And it is heavy traffic here behind the leaders as they come over the AMSOIL finish line jump, and Pauline able to pull out just a little bit of an advantage here, and Ischel still trying to get through the traffic from that pileup.
Wow, and this track proving not only such a big physical challenge, but a mental one as well. I've had some great conversations with Kyle Pauline. He sees a mindset coach that helps him keep his mind right heading into race events here. So I know he's going to be taking some notes from his coach on a main event like this coming into play. Cody Cam we see here involved in a great battle.
Oh, and he's got the inside here on Ischel. Can he box him out of the corner? Not yet. They're going to go bar to bar.
Two champions going bar to bar here. Good battle for second.
Ischel gets a little tilted in the air, right on the ragged edge of control. Vintage Viking Rocket here as he tries to fend off the challenge from Cody Cam. Cody will switch up as he gets a big launch here toward the AMSOIL finish line jump. Chews up a bunch of ground in alongside Elias. There's contact. Elias whips the back end of that sled around and holds him off.
Wow, they are not little bit of a miscalculation there potentially on Cam's part, allows Ischel to capitalize, but Cody makes up some ground in the corners where he has been fast all weekend.
10 minutes plus 2 laps. About 3 minutes have expired as we continue to watch the battle for second. Pauline has gone down to about a 4-second advantage over this battle between Ischel, who is your early leader, and Cody Cam. And now Ischel, well, he's found that gear, and now he rockets away from Cody Cam. With
all eyes on this battle right now, we were not able to capture there. We did not see it happen, but Adam Renheim has pulled off of the track. I believe at least he is off the pace. So now actually he is back on track now as he goes to the Polaris corner, but back eyes on this battle here between Elias Ischel and Cody Cam for P2 as Kyle Pauline, he's checking out up front with 6:30 to go.
Still plenty of time for Elias Ischel to get back up there and have a say and who is going to have the top spot on the podium in tonight's AMSOIL Pro Final. Well, what a boost it would be for Senior Smiley, Kyle Pauline, and that Lavallee Red Bull Polaris team to be on the top step of the podium. Cody Cam still in third, Aki Pelaya in fourth, and Francis Pelletier has just taken fifth from Emil Har as we close in on 6 minutes to go.
And we see Aki Pelaya here going for that in fourth currently, just behind Cam.
Aki riding for Theme Motorsports. And back up front, we talked about Elias Ischel finding that other gear. Kyle Pauline getting a little squirrel dog. Here comes Ischel to the inside. Bonsai move, punts out. Kyle Pauline, who goes to the outside of the berm, and the Viking Rocket is back on top.
Viking Rocket had some serious work to do there. He's been buried up in the mix in the top 5, but has found his way through ahead of Kyle Pauline.
So now the question is, can Elias Ischel pull away? Well, boy, he has. He's already opened up the gap here as he flies it into the Polaris turn. Pauline giving chase from the number 2 spot now. So it is now Pauline's turn to be the greyhound chasing the rabbit that is Elias Ischel.
And man, Ischel, that did not take him long, Paul. We have Cam catching Pauline there, coming through the Ram Trucks corner.
Battle between Red Bull and Monster Energy going on here in this AMSOIL Pro Final as Cody Cam draws in here pretty quickly on Kyle Pauline. They'll head over that Arctic Cat takeoff that leads into this U.S. Air Force flyaway.
Kyle Pauline, one of our class veterans. He's been pro racing since 2011, 2012. And believe it or not, as many podium finishes as Kyle has had, he only has one win to his credit in Shakopee. That was in 2014, 2015. We see him on the podium just a few weeks ago. So Kyle Pauline, if he's able to make this happen and take back that P1 position here for the win, that would be absolutely massive for Kyle Pauline and Team LaValle.
Right now, Ischel has about a 2-second gap as we flash back again. Take a look at Cody Cam continuing to put the power down on that Henches Racing Polaris. Chasing after Kyle Pauline. Pelaia still 4th, Har 5th. Yellow flags are waving here on the front stretch. We've got one of the Polaris sleds off track, off of the edge of the track, and Ischel bogs down there big time. And that allows Pauline to catch back up, but Pauline got a big old face full of that wet roost. Look at the traffic ahead for Elias Ischel. Pauline getting twisted up. Business is picking up big time.
And we are just approaching 3.5 minutes to go. Pauline is off. Currently sitting in second, Pauline is off. That allows Elias Ischel to pull away that much more over Cody Cam.
Yeah, did not see what happened to Kyle Pauline, but Senor Smiley's great run all for naught here as he is stuck at the end of the FXR rhythm section. Let's go back and take a look at what happened to Kyle. Started to get twisted, and yep, once it gets past the point of no return, you're just along for the ride.
Wow, the track just bucked him off there, but we see Kyle, he was able to get refired and is back up, trying to work as far forward as he can.
We have 3 minutes to go, plus 2 laps, so it's Ischel, Cam now in second. Aki Pelaia finds himself in a podium spot, followed by Francis Peltier and Oscar Norm as your top 5.
You saw what Elias Ischel had to do there. He is consistently having to reach his hand up and wipe the roost off of his face and try to keep that clear vision as he is involved with lap traffic here. Visibility a huge Ischel, and we have Elias
right now about 1.7 seconds ahead of Cody Cam. We got to look there at Aki Pelaia as well. With Pauline's off, that put Aki Pelaia into a podium spot. So Elias Ischel now with about 2 minutes and 15 seconds left when he gets to the AMSOIL finish line jump. Once the time expires, the 2-to-go signal will come out for your race leader.
And you mentioned Aki Pelaia just up into that podium position. And before last night, he had 0 practice laps on this Theme Motorsports sled. But he said one thing that's working in his favor and is giving him a sense of comfort is he's running the same shocks that he had run back home over in Finland. So he's brought that over with him here on the Theme Motorsports sled. He did struggle last night, but he said it was a decent starting point. So we're already seeing him feeling much better here this evening.
Down to about 1:45 left to go here in the time. Elias Ischel continuing to maintain the advantage over Cody Cam, Aki Pelaia, Francis Pelletier, and Oscar Norm.
And you just look at what Elias Ischel is having to do, especially in these corners. And Cam, we see him approaching, pressuring for that race lead. Cam approaches just as they go over the AMSOIL finish line with 1 minute, 20 seconds to go.
So Oscar Norm there on the number 40, some distance behind Elias Ischel. The last time we got a timing scoring update at the top of the screen, he was showing in the number 5 position. So he may have been able to advance some spots here in the chaos that has been happening all around the track. 1 minute to go before the 2-to-go signal comes out.
This race is far from over. Elias Ischel currently a lead of 5 seconds, 5.254 seconds over our second place, Cody Cam. Cody, if he's able to maintain the second place position, another strong run for him. Moving up on the weekend, of course, P3 last evening, but Cody is looking so good this weekend.
So when the Elias Ischel 200 comes across the line here, about 36 seconds to go. So that means that he's probably going to have to run at least another 3 laps, because he's going to go across that Amsoil finish line likely before the time expires, as we're watching Aki Pelayo continuing to battle. He's got traffic all around him. Francis Pelletier is closing in quickly. This is a battle for the final podium spot as we get into the stretch run here, this Amsoil Pro Final.
On this stretch run, 12 seconds remain before we go into an all-out sprint for 2 laps. Can Francis Pelletier make it happen here as he continues to force the issue on Aki Pelayo?
And look at who's behind him. That's Ischel, the race leader. That's how far out he has been able to gap on the rest of the field. He's got a battle for the podium position in front of him, and right now he's the guy that would be on the top step.
He would, most certainly. He's worked his way so far through this field of lap traffic. We see Francis Pelletier was able to make his way around Aki Pelayo, the number 128, as they head through the Ram Trucks corner. That will put Francis Pelletier for Warner Racing into a podium position.
And getting ready to come down to the white flag this time, Elias Ischel. You want to talk about a gut checker. Elias had the whole shot, then battled with Kyle Pauline, took the lead back, and now he is 1 lap away from picking up a win here in Deadwood.
Wow, and this would be a long time coming if we're talking about Elias Ischel. You know, he rides with so much intensity here on the final lap, but the guy is so professional, keeps such a level head, and that's going to serve him well as he closes in on what could be a win.
The point leader needed a clutch victory here at the U.S. Air Force Snowcross National. Check the box. Elias Ischel is on the top step in Deadwood.
Absolutely incredible finish for Elias Ischel, and Cody Cam is going to cross the stripe next to claim 2nd place. And rounding out our top 3, Francis Pelletier for Warner Racing. A long time coming for Francis. We see Elias Ischel celebrating with Cody Cam here as they head to victory lane.
Yeah, Cody Cam rushing over to give the congratulations. So the Viking Rocket gets back up on top of the box.